and the rates are decent. The breadth is decent, which is what is important. Yesterday we did see a mid-air turbulence after markets. There was a little bit of a market adjustment after that entire long list which came from exchanges in terms of how 1,000 stocks will be out of margin funding options. But Reliance is looking strong after that Jeffries note. Let's look at TCS ahead of numbers, and let's not lose sight of some of the auto stocks, especially Mahindra and Mahindra Maruti and Tata Motors. Not so much so Tata Motors because they still are large in the medium category space. But when it comes to SUVs, it would be Mahindra and Maruti, which in a sense will get impacted immediately. So it's a okay start, nothing big, at least from the large cap basket, which is moving in the race.
Yeah, at least some stability is what is kicking in after yesterday, even though yesterday too we recovered from the day's lows. Very quickly then, Tata Elxsi, the transportation vertical, has seen a bounce of about 5.5% on a sequential basis. For Sula Vineyards, the Q1 update, the net revenue has seen an uptick of roughly about 10%. Ambuja has got an upgrade from the house of Nomura, and from the earlier reduced, they've now jumped the stock to a buy. The target price also upped to 780 from the earlier 500. So quite a steep, uptick in terms of the target price hike. In terms of some of the other newsmakers, and Raymond, remember that goes ex-demerger today, so look out for that stock as well. What is Big Boy Reliance up to? Given that Jeffries is now extremely hopeful that Jio's public listing looks possible by 2025, the calendar year that is, Reliance just very marginally in the green. 3174 is where that stock is. Glenmark Pharma though, wherein the board has now approved a 7.8% stake via OFS. The floor price has been set at about $810. So look out for what that stock also does. We've been talking about some of the pharmaceutical names, and Zydus Life, the US FDA, has given a nod for one of its tablets, wherein the market size is as sizable as $5.5 billion. But again, not much of an excitement is what you're seeing on the stock. What is TCS up to ahead of its numbers today? That stock will also come up for you. And then, of course, the Nifty IT index as well. TCS, while yesterday it was pretty much a reverse trend, the stock was roughly down about 2%. Today, it's bouncing up, as is the Nifty IT index, and most of the IT names are marginally in the green. There's also IRB Infra, wherein the June toll revenue has seen an uptick of 35%. The Q1 revenue has seen an uptick of 32%. So some of these names are the ones which are in focus. But Kunal, any trade that you're identifying to execute?
Yeah, from the mid-cap name, Bata India is something which is starting to look attractive on the short-term basis. The stock crossing about the 200-day moving average and has been showing good recovery over the last many days, closer to that 15-20 being a short-term support. So that's a stock which looks attractive.
Naresh, what about your top idea right now in terms of the opening trade? Naresh, you'll have to unmute yourself.
Would be a buy on HPCL. The stock has seen a good base around this 320, 330 mark. Yesterday was doing well, and today also seeing some follow-up. So expecting it to go towards 360 in the short term.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.